We continue to follow the damage reports that are coming in. As we mentioned earlier, in Kaukauna, high winds there have forced many roofs to actually blow off the homes in one part of the area there. We also have a news crew in that area now checking out the damage.
That's right. Our Ben Krumholtz is in Kaukauna. And Ben, can you give us an update on what kind of damage you're seeing there?
There's major damage here, Mark and Laura. There's fences torn off. There's a front door ripped right off the house. Roofs are completely blown off. There's trees down everywhere. They have emergency vehicles blocking off the area. Several blocks around the corner of 7th and Crooks, which is where I am. There's several people out with flashlights looking for things, talking with everybody, seeing if they have any updates, if they found certain things. And firefighters and policemen are, of course, going through the area right now, checking on all the damage. But there is significant damage in Kaukauna right now.
And Ben, when we talked to the Outagamie County Sheriff's Department earlier about the damage there, they did not know whether it was a tornado that went through or just high winds. Any indication from the residents in the area what they saw?
Basically, right now they're just going around looking for, the belongings. There's actually a lot of hail on the ground that I can see. A few said, it was just incredible wind that they felt, and right now I think they're more concerned with their belongings, whether or not it was a tornado, but they did say that there was significant wind.
And what's the situation right now? Is everything pretty much calmed down there, passed through?
Well, the weather is cleared up here. It's not raining or anything. Like I said, there's a lot of hail on the ground. I actually wasn't in Kaukauna when there was the reports of high wind, and it was very heavy rain. I was in a gas station parking lot, and the trash can was completely blowing across the parking lot.
Any indications? You talked about all the damage, and obviously a very severe situation there. Any reports of injuries to people there, or did they manage to take cover?
I have not heard of anything yet. I've only talked to one police officer, and she was blocking one of the streets. I had to walk 2 blocks to get to where I am, where there's a lot of people out and a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. Obviously, we're seeing that kind of all around the area. We've had other reports of damage in the Menasha area and the town of Menasha. In Menasha, a report of a semi overturned, and obviously garbage cans strewn around the area because of those high winds. We also have, Laura, some video in from that was from Little Chute earlier tonight when that wind and the rains were rushing through the area there.
Yeah, take a look. This is video from Little Chute where there was some strong, intense rain earlier this evening. There are the sirens going off.
The winds were blowing through there, and you could see the rain actually kind of going sideways, and that's what you'd probably expect during a storm like this when we're hearing about the wind gusts from 40, 50 miles per hour passing through there. It was somewhat fast and furious, as we heard earlier from Beth Jones, who was in Little Chute at the time when this was happening.
Right, and you can really see how hard it's coming down there and pounding on the ground.
Obviously, a very dangerous situation. Those people there at that Shell station actually went to an interior room to be safe and be cautious there because they didn't know what was going to pass through. We've heard a number of reports of unconfirmed tornadoes, and actually several tornadoes that have been confirmed, not necessarily touchdowns, but tornadoes passing through the area in different parts.